and then have people that are ready to get the message. I mean, I want listeners to understand something. I'm really preparing. I mean, I really believe this. People are like, oh, you just want to sell some preparedness book. I hope that we fix things and it doesn't go where it's going, but I hope we wouldn't get Obamacare. I hope the TSA wouldn't be at highway checkpoints. I mean, I saw them on C-SPAN 10 years ago lay out their plan. That's what's so frustrating, Joel, is so much of this is out in the open to those of us that research, and then the general public just says, oh, none of it's true. They have no idea how real this is.
One of the problems that I have to deal with all the time is nobody believes that there's an ulterior evil agenda involved with that. They believe the terrorism excuses, and I have to go to great lengths to try to give them examples of how terrorism has been created, that the terrorism prosecutions have been because of agent provocateurs hired by government to go in and give them the weapons, to talk them into using them, to cajole them, to twist their arms, to bribe them. Without that knowledge, which the mainstream media does not give them, they're incapable of coming to the conclusion. And to some extent, they're guilty of having and not listening to conscience. I believe that everybody who really is an astute listener to conscience is going to get nervous feelings about where this country's going, about the excuses government gives. They're going to suspect that something's wrong. And if they don't suspect, I don't know if we can help them.
Well, exactly. I mean, if you're not noticing what's happening now, something is fundamentally wrong with you. I mean, the bedrock tyranny of TSA announcing all over the country they have plain clothes, undercover people listening to our conversations. Isn't that a desperate gambit to just scare us that, ooh, you're being listened to?
Or getting us used to it.
Yeah.
And I think that was the reason why they leaked, the government leaked to the press some of their illicit transcripts so that they could come up with a congressional solution that would give government partial power. And with that partial power, they can hide even more illicit surveillance. I mean, they're surveilling everything. They have been ever since Obama was created. You know that. But I think that this is a matter of leaking to the press mistakes that we make, getting Congress to give us permission to overcome it, and then we just keep building this tyranny system. And we mustn't make the mistake of thinking because they're building the structure that it's imminent. Because if we cry wolf too often that it's imminent, it's next month, you know, all the time you have somebody saying that somebody was a Christian, heard he was part of the National Guard, and he heard that they're going to take over next month. We've got to be careful of those kinds of disinformation things, because I think we mustn't discredit the fact that it really is going to happen someday by those that are crying the sky is falling too early.
I agree with you. But I mean, at so many levels,